I'm Calvin, this is Parker, Evan, Ethan, and Matthew, and we are Stable. Every day, thousands of people take public transportation to and from the city for work. Of those people, some may choose to do work during that time, but for them, it's very inconvenient due to a lack of space and an often uncomfortable ride. This problem will be solved with our product, Stable. The Stable is a portable lap desk that commuters can take with them on public transportation. It features a plastic surface with an anti-slip pad and a memory foam cushion underneath that provides comfort and stability. The surface is made of ABS plastic and the cushion underneath is made of memory foam. And then it also features an anti-slip pad on the top, which allows you to keep everything organized and together. This brings us to our early adopter, John Smith. John Smith is a very productive worker who often takes public transportation, specifically the metro. During this time, he likes to get his work done, but as we can see here, it takes him 3, sometimes even 4 spaces to do that. But with Stable, it'll only take him 1. Now let's take a look at the data. As you can see by this graph over here, the largest percent of train commuters are within the 25 to 64 age range, and the majority of train commuters are also employed, which is our exact target market. Our main customer segments are employed train commuters in that age range of 25 to 64 who travel to and from cities for work, while also we are marketing to college train commuters that live off campus and need to get their work done. And in the end, both these people are generally consistent and have a high productivity rate. Stable specifically is part of the travel accessory market. And our main competitors that we've identified is lightweight computer tray, which is not indirect, laptop desk with pillow, which is a direct competitor, and premium acacia lap desk, which is also a direct competitor. Respectively, the prices are $75.56 on Etsy, $35 on Amazon, and $70 on Amazon.
Okay, so across the entirety of the United States, 16.7 million people take public transportation to and from work for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Now, and of that, almost half, 8.25 million of them, take the train or subway to work. And of that, we came out to the number of 6.37 million people as our serviceable market because they're within the age of 25 to 64 and have office jobs, so they have a higher productivity rate, which gives the market a value of $254.7 million, which is 46% of the total $55.29 billion United States travel accessories market. Now, Stable costs $13.41 to make. It's $2.37 for the plastic, $2.07 for the memory foam cushion, and $8.97 for the anti-slip pad. But this is not taking into account manufacturing costs, as manufacturers have yet to get back to us. Through our interview process, you're able to come up with an average price of $39.99, and it costs $13.41 to make, which gives us a profit of $26.58, or 66%. So the first stage of our MVP process will be updating our landing page. We'll require $40.50 because this will allow us to make our website look much more professional and allow us to add more features to Stable, as well as put in our explainer video.
For MVP, we plan to make an explainer video. This explainer video will cost $20 using a iTunes subscription. We were thinking about hiring people to make an explainer video for us, but we decided to make one instead because it costed way less. We are planning on making 45 seconds. Our video will be implemented into our landing page and our ads, reaching around 25 new people per day. We are anticipating a 5% conversion rate from our video to a pre-order link. Our complete ROI is expected to be made back in almost just a week. Overall, our video will reach 9,125 people per year, resulting in 456 people going to our pre-order page, 17 people buying our product, and almost $680 in revenue.
So for our Instagram ads, we decided to do Instagram ads because we had a long talk with our mentor. We decided it would be best because most of our customers are going to be using it. And right now the current price is about $3.50 for 1,000 impressions. And we want to get 20,000 impressions. We estimate that'll cost us about $70. And with these 20,000 impressions, we're anticipating 1.85% conversion rate. So assuming that 370 people go to our website, and with the 370 people that go to our website, we're expecting that 3.65% of them will pre-order Stable. And that'll end up with 13 people pre-ordering Stable, which have a gross profit of $520.
Okay, you guys, so the most important part of our MVP right now is our interviews we're doing at train stations with our in-hand prototype. So just last week, we had 26 people. Would you buy this product at $39.99? Would it be of benefit to you? And out of the 26 interviews, 19 said yes, they would love to purchase our product and happily gave us their emails and would have bought it right then and there. 7 said no, but that equates to a 73% conversion rate. Now, if they don't want to talk to us, we simply ask them, please consider going to our landing page through our flyer. And with the flyers, we're actually putting them up at train stations around us. So far, we just did the Barrington train station down the way. And based off average analytics we found off train stations and flyers within Illinois, we're estimating that 75 people will see the ad daily for 3 months. And there's an average 3% conversion rate from people who actually see a flyer to going to the website or landing page. In this case, it's our MVP landing page we mentioned previously. From there, it's about a 3.6% conversion rate for people who actually visit the page, who actually buy the product. So we'd have 7 people buying for the flyers we put up, but you have to remember that's per train station. There are 142 train stations in Chicago. We're looking at 10 around us right now. So if we go ahead and post at 10 train stations, we'll have 70 buyers, which would be 7 people per train station. So once they do actually go onto our landing page through the QR code on a flyer, it takes them to this spot in the pre-order section, and you proceed to check out. It'll let the buyer or potential customer know that this is just a testing process, so a credit card hasn't been charged yet. And then if we go to our next section, we are going to use MailChimp, Powtoon, Foxy.io, and Wix to actually collect these analytics like emails and just basically just information on potential customers. And then if we have the 70 sales from the flyers, the 19 sales from the people we already talked to who said they'd be interested in our product, 13 sales from Instagram, and 17 sales from our explainer video, we will be selling 119 total Stable units, which equates to $4,760 in MVP revenue based off the fact that it's $39.99 for retail. And that equals a gross profit of $3,160 because it takes about $13 to make, and we make about $26 per sale. So this is our timeline of implementation we're looking at. We already have the physical prototype, which we made last week. A week from today, we're looking at making the explainer video and publishing that if we have the Powtoon subscription. We're going to have our 100 flyers posted at the 10 train stations, so 10 flyers per train station by February 19th. Instagram ads will be posted by the 24th. Our expected first sales are going to be from the 24th to 28th. We're going to run more ads on Instagram if we need to, if we're not seeing the buyers that we want to, on March 15th. And then we'll have our complete ROI and more by April 12th. So that is why we are asking you for $130 for website upkeep, Powtoon video subscription, and Instagram ads. We ask you to become more stable with Stable. Thank you very much.
On February 24th to 28th, when you're expecting to make your first sales, what are you selling them?
It's really just pre-orders.
Oh, it's
So,
pre-orders.
yeah, we should have clarified that. The sale you consider pre-orders. So that's when we're looking to really bring in our first initial amount of pre-orders, which would be around 5 to 8.
And do you feel comfortable taking pre-orders when you haven't established how much it would cost you to make this? Yeah.
That's a good point. Not necessarily, but at the same point too, we kind of are just looking at collecting those analytics to see would it be worth it based off manufacturing price we go get in the future.
Okay.
Have you talked to manufacturers then about what that cost is? Is it local, is it international?
Yeah, currently, I've reached out to 2 manufacturers, both of them I reached out to them about a week and a half ago, but neither one of them have emailed me back, but I did include the CAD model that I created with dimensions and all that as well, so honestly, it's just, we did reach out to them, so.
So which part of this will be coming from the manufacturer, and then which will you guys be doing some manual labor to kind
Yeah,
of
we're
add
gonna
it up?
be doing the memory foam on the bottom. Mainly we just need the ABS plastic as like the main sheet, because we have to do that ourselves, like attaching many like little pieces of plastic together, because it's hard to get your hands on like half an inch of ABS plastic. Same with the anti-slip pad, it's also really hard to do that.
Just like a product feedback, if I was a customer, I wouldn't carry this around, I put it in my bag,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of insert and removals of this, and memory foam and anti-stick are gonna get caught, it's not gonna be a slide in and out, so.
That's a good point, because our UVP part of it was also that it has portable dimensions, so it can fit in your back, briefcase, whatever. But that's a good point, it's the wear and tear is a factor.
Yeah, you just don't want it to be like getting, needing muscles to pull that thing out and getting caught. Great brand, I think logo and name is great, I think that's really good, something that's catchy. Nice job on that. Just a question on the train numbers that you presented, is that like Amtrak commuter rail only, or were you including subway and metro as well?
In general, it was listed as rail commuters.
Rail
So
commuter.
I believe it's like blanket for all.
Okay. I was just confirmed that that's Amtrak and commuter rail only, because I don't think that this is applicable to your, L and subway type customers.
Almost along the lines of what Chris was just saying, maybe you have this is on a cover, maybe it's a zipper cover too, does someone spill something, or you can wash that, take that off, around those corners too, so
Yeah.
shut it, but, build that into a cover, have it over it, and you can slip it in and out, probably a lot easier, and wash it.
I feel you have kind of a unique opportunity that you have people who have already expressed an interest in it and are commuters, that you may want to make a few more of these and actually ask them to use it on their commute for 2 days or a week, and then get feedback on how you can improve the product.
Yeah, that's an excellent point I think he's making. The presentation was nice. It was, I feel like I got a PhD in unit economics and marketing pipeline or whatever, but I didn't hear a whole lot about the product itself. Like 90% of it was all the stuff, but I would like to hear more about the product and how you plan on incorporating feedback and potentially iterating on that product.
A couple thoughts regarding the prototype. I totally applaud your innovativeness and the fact that you use filament to create the tops. Fantastic. One potential comment though, from a potential user perspective, it's heavy. So I'm wondering if just a walk through something like a dollar store or whatever, if there are surrogates that you could use that are already in the marketplace that don't cost you a lot of money, because I get it, you need some sort of harder surface for the top, but if it can overall be lighter, and I agree with the comments of whether it's a laptop cover or that already exists, that you can use to just package the whole thing, so you don't yet, at this stage, have to contact a manufacturer to create something custom. Because I think we want to learn a whole lot more about how people interact with this product. It's just, as a commuter, if it weighs more than a pound or two, I don't know if I need that in my bag.
Okay.
My
Okay.
laptop or iPad is heavy enough, so I don't know if I want to add more weight like that. But that's just me. Could be something.
And be careful about the substrate on the top, because a laptop is gonna be going on it, you don't want something that absorbs heat and overheats the laptop as well, so it needs to be cool, something that is allowing heat to disperse, 'cause that's, that'll get you bad customer feedback real quick, if you're shutting down the computer because it's running too hot.
I'm really impressed that you took the time to make the prototype. That's really nice to see. And I'm also impressed that you went out to the train station and talked to people. That's really important. Can you speak to how you came to the dimensions of the stable?
Yeah, so what we were initially looking at is how big is the average person's lap? That's basically your waist dimensions. And we said the prototype is a little bit, this is just because we couldn't really customize it so much so, because we didn't have like a real manufacturer, so we kind of had to use the sheets that we ordered off Amazon for that. But here, do you want to hand it to me real quick so I can show you? The one thing I was going to say is usually what it'll be, you guys, is it will be a little bit thinner. It'll be about the same thickness, but it's just going to be a little more slim. So as you can see, it kind of fits more than my lap, like a lot more than that. So we're thinking about maybe cutting it down by about 1.5 inches or so. And the reason is that we came up with the lap desk dimensions. We said originally this is going to be marketed towards buses. And we had to look at how big is the bus seat in an aisle. And that's how we got the 8.5 by 10-inch dimensions. And then with that being said, we also said we also need to have it fitting where it's not taking up too much room, but it's also give you enough to fit a computer, maybe a notebook if you want to get the work done. So that's mainly what we were looking at for the dimensions. I don't know if we had any like recommendations of big or smaller, but we were thinking about making it a little more slim when it has like the final product when we go to the manufacturer. So we will change those dimensions just a tiny bit.
Okay. I had kind of the same reaction when I put it on my lap as Margarita. It felt heavy and
Yeah.
large. Yeah.
It is pretty bulky. So.
Yeah, so I
we're definitely
appreciate
looking
that
at
you guys considered, the size of a lap. Also consider the traveling case that Chris might use. It may be a backpack, or it may be,
That's another thing too,
some
is we had to
version.
make sure, okay, our backpack's about 9 inches wide, so this is gonna have to fit with the 8.5 inch size, so.
and there's other things in that. You guys have got a weekday where you don't have school coming up. Consider traveling with that into the
Okay.
city and back, and
Well,
let us
field
know how
trip
that
tomorrow,
goes.
so you know what, maybe this is good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay, awesome.
Good
Thank you,
luck.
guys. Appreciate
What's your MVP uses again?
So over, do you guys wanna go back? So we have basically 4 little segments of that MVP.
No, how you're using the MVP funds?
The
Oh, yeah,
$130
so-
What's your ask?
So, real quick, right here, so the Pouchman video, that is about, what is it, you guys? $20, so we need a Pouchman subscription, because we want to make a more professional explainer video. That basically just takes the watermarks out, gives us a little more time to make the video, like, when I say time, like run time, so it's not cut off at 30 seconds. Instagram ads, we're looking at $70 for that.
Are you guys
And-
funding prototypes out of your own
Yeah,
pockets
this is
then?
our own
Yeah.
copy. This one wasn't horrible to make.
No, I meant for this experiment.
If you wanted to make a
If we
different
wanted to make
one,
more prototypes, say you guys would.
how much did
Bump
that
your
cost?
ask up a little bit.
How much did that
Cover
cost to
those.
make?
What would you guys say, Howard?
Around like, yeah,
14 bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's kind of difficult because we bought everything in bulk. So for
Right.
the memory foam, you have to buy like a really big piece. And for the plastic sheets, they come in like packs of like 12.
1 minute.
So I say it costs around like $20.
$20 for this one, as you make more, the price decreases, but you guys are right, that also should be included if you want to go for prototypes. And then last but not least, we have website upkeep, so we have custom domain, so we can really get those analytics for pre-orders, and just to take off the like Wix watermarks as well.
I would say we should bump it up to 300 just to give you room to be able to create different prototypes,
Totally
experiment with
agree.
different materials.
Yep.
We would really
Different
appreciate
materials
that.
for the
Yeah.
car, that they're lighter.
Okay.
Then I wouldn't worry about the ads so much, I just focus on getting the products,
Okay.
getting that feedback.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, we appreciate it.
300
prototypes?
Yeah, first time we get more than they asked. There we go.
Got it, all right, thank you guys.